gonna do another puzzle. Shouldn't. I'm gonna. Switch over here. We got Medusa's hairdo here with Flockaroo. It's gonna be our background for the mithril coat. So, Mr. Baggins, he cried. Here is the first payment of your reward. Cast off your old coat and put on this. With that, he put on Bilbo a small coat of mail wrought for some young elf prince long ago. It was of silver steel, which the elves called Mithril, and with it went a belt of pearls and crystals. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Begin by writing the digits into the cage marked Smaug from the corresponding digits in row 1 of the previous puzzle. Okay. Box borders, divide. So we got region sum. Simple rules. Region sums. German whisper, white crop key. And there's no cages for me to screw up arithmetic on, so that's very exciting. But 59, 38, 2. 59, 38, 2. Maybe we can do this in half an hour. What do you think? Possible? Maybe. Let's see. So the region sum is up to 17. We have alternating fellows here. This either has to be a 5 or it has to be another pink, but it's definitely not green. We have a little run of digits here. So the max here is a little interesting. No. It's 9. Sorry. I think it's immediately thinking it was 2, but it's obviously not. It's the maximum is a single digit of this region sum. How does that work? Sorry, I was just getting confused by this slightly. Very slightly. But it's fine. It's totally fine. So this could be, we've got 5 different digits, 3 different digits. Anyway, it's at least 6, 7, 8, or 9, right? Because it's a 3-digit sum. These are 5 different unique digits. Well, we know 9's not going to be in here. Well, 9's not here. Because if 9 was anywhere on here, it would need an 8. So 9 is in here. So 9 is down here. And we know that 9 is not part of this line. If 9 were here, these would be low digits. So this would be something that was low. And maybe that's okay with everybody. 3 is not here. Don't really see a reason that we couldn't have 3 over here, especially if this is the 9. This would be 2. This would be low, but this could be 5. Feels like there's some mathematics we could think about. In fact, there is. Well, maybe that's not very useful, actually. We know there's not, whatever this is, we need 2 ways to make it. So if it is 6, it's a 5-1 and a 4-2. If it's 7, it's 6-1 or 5-2, but it's not 4-3. If it's 8, doesn't really matter. it rolls out of 5-3. And if it's 9, it rolls out at 3-6. But it still feels like there's plenty of options. Does mean that these digits cannot be larger than 6. Right? You could have 6, 1, 2 in here. But only, this could be 6, 1, 2, only if the 6 was here. And then that would be 5 or 7. If we were trying to say this is 6, then, well, it's not 6. There's a 2 right here. Good grief. I'm making things so hard already. There's no 2 in this sequence. So this is a minimum of 1 plus 3 plus 4. So this is already 8 minimum. So 6 and 7 aren't there. So we've got 8 or 9. So it's possible to make a 9. There's definitely a 1 on here. So you can make a 9 without a 1, but you need a 2 to do it. So there is a 1 on this line. And then it's some digits that sum to either 7 or 8. So the total is 9. Here, you could have a 2, 3, 4 to make the 9. And here you could have a 2, 3, 4 to make the 9. Here you could have a 2, 3, 4 to make the 9 if the 2 is here. And here, a 2, 3, 4 here. I'm trying to decide if I think a 1 is, just thinking about 1s is the point of this exercise. So if 1 wasn't here, this would be a 2, 3, 4. So this would be either 1 or 4. If it's 1, this is 2. If it's 4, this is 5. Sorry. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. If this was 2, this would be the 1. I'm not sure if that's what I said before. We have a run of 3 digits here. Could be as low as 1, 2, 3. Could be high as 5, 6, 7. So this digit is a little constrained. Could be as low as 2 or high as 6, I guess. Do have a low and a high here, but that's fine. So 8's got to live someplace. If this was the 9, what's this person? It's not 4, 5, 6, and it's not 9. 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, right? It's not 4 or 5 or 6. And it's not 9. But so this is the same color, right? Because if this was 4 or 6, right, there's a 5 here anyway. Why do I make things so hard? This just is pink. The only way this could be not pink is if the only way it could be not pink is if this could be 5. So pink is probably a low digit. It's not a 5, but I guess there's a possibility that it's a 6. Remember, 6 is the maximum we can have on this line. So if we try to make this a 6, This could be 7 or 8. So these digits would be from 1, 2, or 3. This would be high. This would be 6. If 6 is high. I'm sorry, if pink is high. Pink is low. This could be 1, 2, or 3. So this could be 4. This could be, I mean, it's kind of be anything if pink is low. But if it's high, it has to be 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I think. There's definitely no 4s anywhere in here, right? This is also not 4, because 4 would put a 9 here. I think I'm just missing obvious things as usual. I mean, I'm kind of interested in thinking about the 8-ness of things. Like this 2 looking here, this one is just... One, 5, 3. We don't have a 2. So you're talking about 8. You need 2 digits to make 7 that aren't 1, 6. So it's 1 with 5, 2, or it's 1 with 3, 4. So you'd end up with both of these would have to be 1, 3, 4 then, right? Because you couldn't have 1, 5, 2. Is that possible? How could you do that? You'd have to have the ones like this. Then this is 3 or 4. So one of these is 3, 4. So it's not 8. One of these does have to be 2. I think this is 2, 3, 4. I think this is 9. And what do I think that means? It means if this is low, it's only 1. This is a low person. The 1 on here means we need 2 digits to sum to 8 that don't include a 1. So that's, and don't include a 2. So we have 1, and then we need to make 8. So we can't have 1, 7, and we can't have 6, 2. So I think we have to have 5, 3. I think this is 1, 5, 3. Which also is a bit restrictive. The 3s are going to have to like one of these is going to have to be a 3. Right? Like just to, it's either like this or it's like this. So we need to make 9s in here, and we don't have 3, 6, and we don't have 8, 1. So we do have 7, 2, and 5, 4, and our leftovers are the 8, 1, and the 6, I think, are the leftovers. And the 2s are going to be, but that's fine. And the 5s. This feels very tight, but I think it's okay. So the digits here, we've rolled out 1 and 3 and 6. So if we were talking about this being 1, 3, 6, sorry, 1, 2, 6, 1 plus 2 plus 6, none of those digits work here, right? This can't be 1, 2, 6. Because 1 and 6 are seen, and if we put a 2 here, the 1 is on the side of the other, so this becomes 3. So that's not what this is. Now, if this was 6, then we definitely have a 2 throwing 2 down there, but maybe that's okay. Feels like a thing I want to know. Still possible for this to be a 1. That is, it's a possible thing for this to be a 1. No, it isn't. There's a 1 here and there's a 1 here. 1 is up here. This is high. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. These two are not 9. This is not 6. These are low. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not 4. This is not 6. This is not 4. This is 7. That has to be a 1, 2. But that maybe is okay. Feels like things get a little bit weird here. But so these are low digits. These are high digits. Oops. You are low. Okay. The run here is not, 9's not in it, 8's not in it. 5, 6, 7. Well, I mean, it's got to start from something that could be on here. Maybe it's 5, 6, 7. Feels like we know a lot of things. I mean, we just had to place 8, 9 here, right? That's what's missing here. And if this is 9, it's 8. And if it's 8, it's 7 or 9. And what else did we say was over here? I don't remember. We said that 2, 3, 4 is in here. 2, 4 is down here. So 4 is up here. The 1s and 5s go up here. So it's, I didn't necessarily place 6 or 7 yet. These are certainly high. This is certainly high. You're middly. What do we think about this? Is this really restricted in some way? I'm not sure. Excuse me. What is this digit? It's not low. It's not 5. Right? 4 we said is up here. And 1, 2, 3. 5's in here. This is a high digit. But this could be a 6. This is a 5. Maybe. 5, 6, 7, 8, but not 9. What are these people? What are you people? I mean, there's some talk about 2, 3, 4s. Probably need to think about this and what this means if this is low. I'm sure there's something very obvious about that. Did we have a similar thought about, what were we concerned about placing? It was 6 and 7, right? Okay, 8, 9 pair. There's like an 8, 9 friend in there. There are 3 high digits. We don't necessarily have a high digit here, right? Because this could be 4, 5. In here, we have a maximum of 1 high digit. But you don't have to have, there's 0 or 1 high digits in here, I think. Now 3 low digits, which would be 2, 3, 4. And we definitely have at least a low digit here. All of our low digits. And maybe somebody cares about that. 1s. This is probably the thing to think about. It's certainly not 1, 2, 3. So there's not a 1 on here. So 1 is over here, right? 1 can't go over here because it would, as soon as you have a 1, it could only be on here or here. And as soon as you do that, it's 1, 2, 3, and this is broken. So 1 is not allowed there. 1 is also not allowed here. So 1 is there or there, and 1 is down here. That's a statement we can all get behind. Now, 2, 3, 4 is a maybe, I guess, because this could be the 1. Then this would be a low digit. Even 2, 3, 4 is possible if that's 9. Excuse me. That was a weird yodel. Pardon me for that. What actually is this digit? What actually is this digit? Because it's not, I don't think it is 2. It's not 2. This digit is not 1. It's not 2 because 2 would need a 1 or a 3 next to it. It's not 3. It's a maximum of 6. So it's 4 or 5 or 6, right? It can't be more than that. It can't be more than 6. The only way this is 6. Well, it's not 6, right? So this is definitely 4 or 5. If this is 4, then this can't be 3, and that's putting a 5 on a German whisper. So this is 5. So that means we do need a 1 on this line, which we've said is over here. And then we need a 3. I'm certainly making things more complicated than they're supposed to be. No, I can't even work the buttons. You are not a 3 anymore. Not that I wanted you to be. It means you're not a 4. Not that I wanted you to be. So this 5 makes this 4 or 6, and it's not 6. So that is 4. This is 9. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's not 1. I don't know that we've ruled out other fellows up there just yet. So this could be 2. This could be 4, 4, 3, 2, annoyingly. Could be 2, 3, 4. What are the sums here? There's a 7, there's a 4, 5. So we can't, I guess we could, sorry. Well, we can't do 2 and 4, right? So it's not 2, 3, 4. This isn't 2. Because if we took 2 and 4 from here, then suddenly this sums to 12. So this isn't 2. Now, and this is not 3, 2, 1. So if it's 3, it's 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. If it's 4, it can't be 4, 3, 2, or we break this again. So it has to be 4, 5, 6, right? Is that actually that helpful in any way? So it's either 3, 4, 5, or it's 4, 5, 6. So no matter what, this is not the 4, 5. And this is not the 2, 7. So we have our 2, 7 pair. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6 little vacation here, which continues here. Well, the 4 and the 5 have to be on here. So it's either 3, 4, 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only digit we have is 6. So this is 5, 4, 3. This is not 5, so this is high. This is not 6. The 7 or an 8. It still can be. That ends up as a 1, 2 pair. This is okay, because either of these 7s can be happy with this person. We do have a 7, 8 down here with the 2 we need to place. 2, 7, 8. This is a 7, 8 pair. That's the 2. This is the other half of the 7, 8 pair. So this is the 1, this is the 2. That is not 2. That's not 1. You're not 2 either, turns out. So that does put a 2 here, a 2 here. So there's a 2 here. This surely can't be 2, 3, 4, right? Or can it? Like if these are inverted, could this still be 2, 3, 4? Seems hard. If it's not, it's 1, 2, 6. Speaking of 6s, you're not a 6. We still have the 2 to place in here, and then the other half of the 7, 8 pair goes here. Oops. But those are things that seem okay still. We've not thought at all about these people that need to sum to 9. Certainly no 7s here. This sums to 9, and it's not 2, 7. And it's not 4, 5. So it's either 8, 1 or 3, 6. And we move the low digits here and the high digits here. We get a 1, 3 pair, which makes this the 4. And this the 5, the 4. We get a 1, 3 pair here, making this the 5. We have a 2, 4 pair over here. The 6 is still vexing. Both these 6s are vexing. I'm vexed. So, what are you? You're 1, 2, 6. This digit is not 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. So it just is 6 because that's the max it can be. So that is 8 with a 1. That is a 3. We've removed the 6 and the 8 here. We get a 7, 9 here, and then the other half of the 7, 9 is here, which is almost useful. Here, we're trying to make 9. We definitely don't have 2, 7. I mean, we're going to get kind of torn apart, but let's, we certainly don't have 2, 7. We don't have 1, 8. So we have 3, 6, and 4, 5 again. But this is not 3, so this is not 6. This is not 4, so this is not 5. So we end up with this configuration. We have a 1, 3 pair looking at this, making that 2. That's 3. That's 7. That's 2. We seem to well, we don't know. Never mind. False head. But that 1, 3 pair is also looking here. So we have all of our low digits. So this is high, I think. But it can be sort of anything. You are very low people. This is a 1. I'm gonna miscolor something and cause a ruckus. Oh, I see you got a 1 up there in the sky. Okay, so we do get the 1 over here, which is useful. And now we have like a 4, 6, 7 triple, I think. And the 4 is already seen here, which we knew about. We marked that 4 on that side of the world. So this little piggy, definitely a 2 up here. We don't know the 8. Okay. So this line can't have a 1 and a 3 on it. You can only have one or the other. So what does that mean? This is also minimum 4. 6 is down here somewhere. Is this another 1, 2, 6? So this digit is not 1, 2, or 3. This digit is 4, 5, or 6, right? And it's definitely not 6, right? Because we can't have, no, I'm sorry. It's not 5, because 5 needs a 1, 3 pair, right? So it's not 5. So if it's 4, it could be 2, 3. So that looks like a thing that is possible. And if it is 6, it's 1, 2. So it seems like this is going to be a 1, 3, and this is always a 2. And it seems like this gives us a 1, 3 pair that looks here and gives us a 5 and a 4 for that sum, and this does become the 6, which needs a 1. So it was another 6 flavor, right? That gives us the 3, the 3 and the 1. No 1 in here. Get a 1 down here. Finally get rid of this 6, which places a 6 here. And a 7 here. And a 9 here, and an 8 here. 9 here. That becomes a 4, 6 pair. 9 only goes with 8, though. That's 8, 7, 8. That leaves, I think, the 9 here, which is good. 8. That's 7, 7, 8. It's interesting the way this is filling out. So we only really have one clue left, right? It's not 1, 2. It's not 2, 3. It's not 3, 4. It's not 4, 5. It's not 5, 6. It could be 6, 7. Oops. In one direction. Or it could be 7, 8 in one direction. It's not 8, 9. That not being a 7 means this can't be a 6. This is not an 8. So this just is a 7 that is next to a 6 or an 8. You definitely need an, that just is an 8 by Sudoku. I could have just done Sudoku. So this is 2, 3, 6, and that gives us the 3, This is 2, 6, 9, which we'll see some of. Oops. Not 6, not 2. This is just 4, 5, which I don't think we know anything about. And this is 2, 6, something else. 3. So that will give us the 6 here, and a 2, 3 pair here, and a 2 here, and a 6 here, and a 9 here, and a 2 here, and a 3 here. How about that? A 3 here, and a 4 here, and a 6 here. So I think we got all our clues. We are missing 49. And we are missing 57. And we are missing, didn't make the sub 30-minute solve, but that's okay. A 4 here, which gives us the 5 into the 4. Here we are missing 5 and 7, I think. Here we are missing 8 and 9, I think. That was very smooth. It's harder than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Like it looked, it was deceptively, when I first saw it, it was like, yeah, deceptively easy. I mean, I think there were some things I could have moved more quickly on. I floundered a little at the beginning, certainly. What did finally give us the parity? Well, I just spent too long figuring this out because this wasn't that hard to figure out, right? Like, you know, like a lot of options get just ruled out immediately by this 2 not being here. So that's what took it to 8, 9. So I should have seen that immediately. And then in thinking about whether it could be 8, the 5-2 variation of 8 was sabotaged and we just couldn't make it work. So it had to be 9. And then once we had the 9 there, we had to do the 2, 3, 4 thing. I'm trying to remember exactly how we got this parity, and I'm sort of forgetting. I think it's because we just didn't have any low digits. Oh, at a certain point, we just couldn't put a 1 here, right? Like there was some possibility that we could put a 1 here, and then we somehow ruled the 1 out. I guess it's because we had the 6, 1 and that. Yeah, that's what it was. That's all it was. It was just we ruled the run there, which took me longer to see than it should have. So certainly if I'd been paying a little bit better attention, I think that really would have been a sub 30-minute. But it was like for such a simple presentation, especially how simple this presentation of this puzzle was compared to some of the previous puzzles, it was more challenging than I thought it was going to be. It's still probably 2 stars because I don't think there was like, I don't know. I mean, I would maybe call it a 3-star because I'm me, but like some people would call that a 1-star. So maybe 2 is the actual thing. As far as rules, yeah, they're just as simple as can be. So I don't really know. Wouldn't change a thing. Don't change a thing. I'm slouching again. Okay, bye.